Hello everyone and what is going on here? My name is Hayden and welcome to this video. I want to talk about how to make the most of online arbitrage in 2021 when you are watching this video. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the video. The first thing that I want to pick up is making sure that you are making the most of fast selling items as well as slow selling items. Okay, now obviously in an ideal world all of us would much prefer to have loads of fast sellers that are really high profit, but due to the competition on Amazon, unfortunately that's just not going to happen all the time, especially unless it's a private label or special brand deal that you've managed to get. But in general, with online arbitrage, it's not going to happen. So what I do is take advantage of both of these things. So for example, the first thing I want to be taking advantage of, obviously get as many of these in, even if they're low margins. Not this exact product, by the way, this is just an example of a listing. Imagine if this didn't have Amazon on it, it would be an absolute amazing deal. Even if you were making a smaller ROI, I would make sure to take advantage of these fast selling items, no matter what you have to do. Even if you take a smaller margin, honestly, it's just gonna, it gives you almost, and I would never say the word guaranteed, but it gives you an almost definite income if you can get these selling, because they would just fly out the door straight away if you could get them at a good price. So the main thing is to make sure you're taking advantage of faster selling items, not just the slower selling, just to really get that cash back into the business to reinvest. So that was the faster selling, and now I wanted to make sure that you also understand the importance of the slower selling items. Now, this item is actually now selling 14 a month, but when I found this item, I was selling it when it was really slow at selling. I was selling it around about here. So I came on back here, okay, in October, November. And as you can see, there was no one selling that there, and the profit was a lot higher. As you can see, $29.95. Now, I think it got found in one of the big deal sheets, so that's fine. This happens sometimes. But all of this, I made a lot of money. Look at that. That was pretty much just me. And then it got saturated, so now I'm not on it anymore. I don't really sell toys anymore, but that's an example. Don't shy away from the slower selling items, because they can be really profitable, and they can be an amazing layer strategy on top of what you're already doing with the faster selling. So that's my main point. Make sure you're taking advantage of the faster sellers and the slower sellers with the higher profit, and that way I think that you can get the cash flow along with the profit and the higher ROI as you go on. Next thing that's really important is to make sure that you're taking full advantage, make sure you're making the most of reverse store sourcing. Reverse store sourcing, in my opinion, is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Someone's got all of their inventory on these things, and you can just, you're getting an insight into what's working for them. If they're a reputable seller, and I've got videos in the rest of my YouTube videos, by the way, how to do reverse sourcing in detail, so I'm not going to go into it in this video, but making sure you're taking advantage of reverse sourcing from stores is honestly still the most powerful strategy in my opinion. There's so much potential here. This person seems to actually be doing unique bundles, sort of thing, so they're putting their own thing in there to get less competition. Obviously most of us don't want to do that, but you could do that, obviously, so it's important to make sure that you're making the most out of looking at other people's stores, and then obviously doing your own due diligence to see if it would work for you, because there's some amazing ideas there from sellers that are doing really well. So that's something else I would say. The next thing I'll do is make sure that you're taking advantage of Honey. A lot of people still don't seem to be using these, and I'm not sure why. You download Honey from Google, get the Google Chrome extension, and whenever you go to checkout, you click it. It's going to run through loads and loads of different. Coupons, so you don't have to go shopping around them now. I think it was on Dragon's Den, it might have been, or something similar. And then it will just apply them to your basket. Not only that, if it manages to apply them to your basket, or sometimes even when it doesn't, when you're at the checkout, you also get a Honey Gold balance, which is what you can see I've got there. So I've already got, 5,573 coupons or whatever. I don't know. Oh no, it looks like I've got 8,400 with the pending. And so you get coupons, and you also which can be converted into credit and stuff, you know, for gift cards and stuff, and you get money off your bag. So make sure you're taking the most advantage of Honey. It is so simple. Look, I'll put a link for it below. I think you can actually get money back if you use the link. The next thing I've got is Holland & Barrett. So Holland & Barrett is Holland & Barrett, Top Cashback. So any site you go into that has Top Cashback, when you click on this, make sure you get the Google Chrome extension of Top Cashback. You can simply click activate there, and it will activate that cashback. Make sure you've got a Top Cashback account. Once again, there's one below in the comments, and you can actually get, I think it's £10 sign up if you use the link. So I've sorted you out there, but I don't care if you use it or not. But obviously you can get £10 cashback if you do. And literally, you turn it on, you get the Google Chrome extension, Top Cashback, turn it on, and there you go. When you use that, it should credit you with any cashback, 15% possibly from this site, straight into your Top Cashback account. So that is a really powerful way to also take some more, make the most of online arbitrage. The next thing here, just want to run through this really quickly, it's Replens, right? So it's not these Replen tablets that I found, but I thought it was quite funny to show that. It's not the Replen tablets, it's Replens. A lot of people, I did this to start with, didn't have a Replen Bible, a Replen list. You need to be replenning your items that are selling well, or you are leaving tons and tons of money on the table. You need to be replenning items that are selling really well. And there's a few things you can do this. You can use a software to do this. You could actually use a software to keep track of this sort of stuff. But I actually do it manually, and soon I'll have a VA doing it manually, just to make sure that you're looking into detail on each deal, because otherwise you could be missing out on opportunities. So I actually in detail go through every single one of my ASINs that are sold. If I can see it selling on a repeated basis, I look into that. And the reason I do this manually is A, because I haven't found a good software that does it to a good standard yet, and B, I want to change my purchasing manager. I want to teach him exactly how to do this to a superior level like I do, which means that if something, maybe we're missing out on an opportunity if we just replen an item with 8 or 10 items. Maybe we need to replen 100 or 200 and really go in on that. Now, I'm not recommending you do that necessarily, but you could be missing opportunities, or you could be making massive mistakes replenning an item if you're not doing it manually. So that's why I do it manually. And also add that to a Replen Bible spreadsheet. I've got something I call a Replen Bible, and it's a spreadsheet, and that just means that you add any possible replens in there, so that you've got your own database, and you're not fully relying on VAs or sourcing sheets to find you deals. You've actually got your own list of replens. So I hope that's helped, guys and girls, and I will see you in the next video.